So Ruby was born 6 weeks early. She was in the NICU for 2 weeks, and when she came home, she was doing fine. But I think the biggest thing was that we weren't.
Yeah, the first couple nights we brought Ruby home, I was so worried about what she would, if I slept, how would she stop breathing in the middle of the night? So I slept with my hand on her stomach to literally feel her.
I would just get like a big thing of coffee and then 2 Red Bulls, and that was like breakfast. It was just like absolutely exhausting. But before we had the SNOO, you'd get her up, you'd get the milk ready, you'd feed her, and then you'd have to like slowly rock her back to sleep. And just by having the SNOO, it bought us at least an extra half an hour every feeding.
Yeah, at every feeding. And also that the SNOO will then lower itself after a period of time too, so I could put her down if she was fussy, crank it up a level, she would quiet down, but she might still be awake and just be kind of sitting there, and just knowing that it wouldn't stay on the very fast motion, but it would start calming down with her. And I feel like that process also helped lull her to sleep. I think when she maybe hit about 8 weeks, we started having, we were able to drop one of her feedings. And I noticed at night, I would still wake up at midnight ready for a feeding, and I kind of caught her stirring and she was maybe waking up, and so I was ready to feed her again. And then the SNOO kept kind of shaking and with the noise, and she would kind of lull back into the next round of sleep. And so that would get me from all of a sudden 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. and I'm getting 6 hours of sleep instead of 3 hours. And that was a miracle. just that 6 hours still feels incredibly heavenly to me. And with the preemie also, you're that 4th trimester, it's just longer. It's just a longer period of time. So you're really in that sleep deprivation phase for much longer than 12 weeks. So anything that makes that time easier, anything that gets you a peace of mind and a couple more hours of sleep is a godsend.
Learning how to wrap a baby in a swaddle, I think, is virtually impossible. It's really difficult, really complicated, and I still can't figure it out. The SNOO sack was a godsend. You just zip it, you just Velcro or unzip it, and it makes it so much easier.
It's like having a mother-in-law in the house. It's like having a third person who can go through the 5 S's, for you, and you can get another round of sleep.
Right. Except a mother-in-law who doesn't
nag.
Nag and shoot you dirty looks in the hallway.
The cost of a night nurse just for 1 week alone, you've bought the SNOO at that point, and it's months of giving you the gift of sleep at a really crazy time. Let you focus on your baby, get sleep while you can. The SNOO helps. The SNOO is what makes that possible.
The first day we had the SNOO in the house, I cried out of joy. I was a little tired too, but I cried out of joy. Remember? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a little embarrassing.